Hello, sixth graders. Today we're talking about Neolithic advancements. So, the word advancement means an improvement or how things have gotten better, just like how an advanced score means that you are ahead of others. And when I use the word Neolithic, I mean people who have now transitioned to a farming lifestyle. So they are no longer hunter gatherers. They are the earliest farmers. We're going to be reading three different passages today. One is about Neolithic shelters, and then we have another on Neolithic free time, and the last will be about Neolithic clothing. The types of shelter people lived in changed after the agricultural revolution. Hunter-gatherers had used temporary shelters that could be taken down easily. As we know, they were nomads and they needed to move from place to place. But Neolithic societies had permanent shelters. They did not move around anymore, so their houses needed to be sturdy and able to last, since they had to tend to their crops. They made houses of bricks made from mud. They used hard materials like chalk or other rocks. They made roofs with grasses that could keep rain out. Neolithic shelters began to include more than one room for the first time, so this was a major change. Many houses had ovens and storage space built into the floor to keep food fresh. Go ahead and flip your page to the Neolithic free time page. In Paleolithic times, people had to spend all of their time hunting and gathering. They had hardly any free time. But with the surplus of food in Neolithic times, early farmers suddenly had a lot of free time. What would they do since they didn't have to hunt all day? Suddenly, not everyone needed to get food. You didn't need every single person in the village to be a farmer. Some people farmed and others did other things. Some were in charge of trading. Some were in charge of making clothes. Some were in charge of making laws. Some made art and music. Some made clay pots for cooking. And some made jewelry and decorative stones. For the first time, people had to have a culture. The last passage we will be reading is on Neolithic clothing. With all the free time the farming communities had, they were able to invent much more sophisticated types of clothing than animal skins and grasses. A simple machine called the loom was invented. It allowed people to spin cloth out of plant material. The loom allowed Neolithic people to create cotton fabric out of cotton plants and linen fabric out of flax plant. People also used domesticated animals to create cloth, too. Wool was shorn off of domesticated sheep and used to make warm, heavy clothing. And in China, people even learned to make luxurious silk fabric from the fiber of the domesticated silkworm. China was the only civilization to discover how to use silkworms to do that, and they kept it a secret for thousands of years. Once you're done answering the questions in the video, go back to the Social Studies website and click the link for the Google form. When you click the link, it should take you to a new page, and you are expected to write complete sentences to answer each question on the Google form. Make sure you rage response when it asks you to rage so that you can get full credit. And also remember to keep it 100. Thank you.